already aware of bank financing in terms of how banks approach the entire financing process. And a lot of you would also have heard of venture capital as a source of money in which you dilute your equity to get some capital. And I wanted to pick a few aspects of various sources of capital and then draw a comparison across these three ways to fund your business, right? In our opinion, the first and the most important thing that we try to solve for is the founder friendliness, right? We wanted to build a truly founder friendly source of capital in which we don't ask for any collateral, we don't ask for any personal guarantees, and we don't impose any sort of restrictions on the founder or on the business, right? If you're raising venture capital, you do give away a bunch of affirmative rights. You do have to lock in on the business. And I think a typical venture capital term sheet will come with all of those clauses. If you go with a traditional debt with a bank, then typically you would know that they would require personal guarantees, they would require a bunch of collaterals. And I think that becomes a very unfavorable way to fund your business, especially if you are building an asset-light online business, right? The second aspect is the time taken, and I think that's the key area of innovation for us. That's part of the reason why we call the company Velocity, because we really want to solve for speed here, right? We really value your time, and we have built a largely automated process in which you primarily just connect your online data sources to the Velocity platform, and within a 4 to 7 day period, you have money available to be deployed. As a part of the process, you get an automated term sheet pretty much instantly. You will share data after that. You essentially interact with one of the Velocity team members to address a bunch of basic questions. And that interaction also happens in an online way. And then you get capital which is available within a 4 to 7 day kind of a duration, end to end, right? A venture capital fundraise is obviously much more time consuming. It can take 3 to 6 months. And even for traditional debt, a bank will have an offline process, bunch of offline forms which need to be filled. And it can take like 1 to 2 months for that, right? I'll skip the data and process part, which I think I've already covered. But on the repayment side also, the key innovation here, as I mentioned earlier, is that the repayments become very flexible. You agree to share a percentage of your future revenues, and hence, if the revenues go up, the percentage remains the same. And in case the revenues fall, even then automatically you end up paying us lower in a down month. In a venture capital, you do have to create exit opportunities because they operate on a fund structure, and then you have to create exit opportunities for them across a few years. And in a traditional debt, we believe it's a fairly restrictive way because you have to bear a fixed EMI irrespective of how the business performs, right? Even if, for example, there's a lockdown and your sales are not really growing, even in that month you have to bear the fixed EMI, which is what we are changing here. On the cost side, our cost on an absolute basis is fairly low. It's only a small one-time fees of up to 6%. Beyond that, we don't take any interest, any hidden cost, any equity. Venture capital people assume that it's not costing them anything in the short term, but it is actually a very expensive longer-term source of capital because you are diluting equity, you're letting go of control in your business, and equity becomes very valuable, especially if you're building a good business. And traditional debt, I would say it's a moderate cost of capital. If you're going for unsecured financing, then the cost of capital would be anywhere between 18% to 20%. And then they also charge a processing fees on top of that. So across the dimensions, we are building this product to really meet the requirements of a new age e-commerce founder that we are keen to serve. And that's just a quick comparison.
Hey, it's Riya Mittal here. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to SellerApp's main YouTube channel where we upload all things Amazon and some how-to guides that will make sure that you're winning on Amazon. You will not get this anywhere else. Until the next time, happy selling.